credit that we did. Guys, that is not what created all this growth. That has nothing to do with it. Our price points go back to the same here in a short period of time. And I'm going to say this real quick. We had a special announcement. That special announcement is that everybody thinks the promotion, the cash flow credit, was over at midnight Pacific Standard Time last night. However, this morning, I got a message from one of our IT staff that unfortunately he was unable to come in because of an illness. So keep him in your prayers. But instead of calling in the rest of our IT staff or other IT staff to handle coding that he was taking care of, we said, listen, go get better. Don't worry about it. And we'll deal with this on Monday morning at 6 o'clock. So literally our cash flow challenge is over, but our cash flow credit promo is still going to continue. That $99 credit is going to continue until 6 o'clock Monday morning. Now, this was not planned. It was not intentional, but we didn't want, we thought, you know what, instead of calling IT staff in to finish that over the weekend when they're off, let's just wait till Monday morning, give everybody an opportunity to still participate, take advantage of that. And so I think that's a great thing, because literally we've had thousands of people participate, and we want to give everybody, especially new people. We had over 200 and some people that came in just yesterday. Wow. And with that, we want to give them the opportunity. So now they've got tomorrow and to the rest of the day after we're done with this cash flow experience. So that's still going on. Now, with that, the last thing I'm going to say is that what you're getting ready to see today, guys, is just going to add fuel to a fire that is already burning extremely bright. What Sonia and her team and so many others and myself and Damo, and hey, I'm not even going to include myself, but let me take me out of the equation, because I can tell you the hard work was done by all these people. But I'm going to bring somebody else up here real quick. And so, Sonia, I've rambled enough, and I know you gave me 5 minutes, but I can't ever stay on schedule. So with that, I'm going to bring up our president of Field and Leadership Development, Mr. Ndamo Tolson. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. He looks really good. He looks really good right now. And I'm impressed, because I'm going to tell all of you, he has not been to bed. He did not go to sleep last night. He has been up all night. This thing, our cash flow challenge, ended at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is 12 o'clock his time, because he's on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. And but he stayed up and was compiling this list out of our database and system of all the people that qualified for our cash flow challenge, all the people that hit bronze, silver, gold, double gold, triple gold, quadruple gold, 6 times gold. Well, I don't even know what that is. It's not quadruple. I don't know what that would be. Quintuple, or I don't know.
Yeah. Centuplets.
Yeah, but he's been up all night. And so I got to commend him, because he's got a lot to do today during this event. And I think I'm looking at our list and of the agenda, and I see his name constantly. So I know he's going to be wore out by it. So let me just tell everybody at 2:30 or 3 o'clock, whatever time we finish up, because I know we will go over, don't call him, because you won't get him. He'll be in bed till Monday. All right. So just trying to catch up. And I say that, but he works tirelessly. And so we really appreciate you, and Damo, and thank you so much for what you did last night, because today you get to recognize a lot of people. And so I'm going to be quiet and get out of the way and let you and Sonia take it over. Or you, I think, Sonia, you want Ndamo to do this part, right?
I do.
Yeah, because you've got some stuff I know you're still doing behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over to Damo, and Damo is going to recognize our qualifiers first. Then he's going to recognize our bronze, and then we've got a special treat for you. You're going to get to hear from some of our top leaders. So with that, guys, thank you all for being here. Let me tell you, if you haven't yet, contact your team, send them a text, get them on here. This is going to be an exciting afternoon. It's going to be fun, and I can't wait for you guys to see what else we have in store. So with that, Dom, I'm going to turn it over to you. Sonia, thank you so much, and I'm going to go backstage and enjoy the show.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Sonia, I'll tell you, we have had so many qualifiers to the point, and I know I'm in this kind of, I don't know why my lighting, I think it's early in California, so it doesn't want to act right, but we are literally have so many qualifiers into the 3 digits that I could not list all the qualifiers because Brian took up the time to be able to list all those. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We can get them all in the video.
We'll get them all in the video. Okay.
Yeah. So
I heard that, by the way.
Sorry.
Okay. All right.
I was just playing. But now you said, so we can have it where they'll all be in the video and they'll be recognized and see it there.
We will actually produce that a little bit later today.
Okay.
But it was so much to do, so many today,
right,
that rendering would have just been a headache.
Right.
We are so excited. There was so many people.
Right.
The cool part about that is that they get to actually participate in the $1 Million Roundtable.
Correct.
That roundtable is going to be amazing. I got an opportunity to see who the millionaires are, and let me tell you, I'm like, okay, you want to be there.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And I'll tell you, so we're going to have hundreds on that that are be able to invite. That roundtable is going to be enormous with the number of people that can attend that. So I just want to tell every single qualifier, what a great effort you did to show up and show out. And you have, and even though we're not calling your name today, you know who you are, and we are so proud of you. And you have started the momentum of really impacting and changing lives. So we want to just our hats off to every qualifier that actually qualified. Again, you're going to be at the Millionaires Roundtable, and as Sonia just said, it's going to be awesome. So we just want to let you know we appreciate you. We love you. Continue to go make a difference in people's lives. So with that said, Sonia, we've also had some medal winners.
Absolutely. So listen, you are going to announce all of the bronze winners. Okay, Martina, let's roll that real quick.
All right. I love it.
So it's one of those times that when you ask to roll.
Right. And I'll tell you, Martina, she is always on it. She is the producer extraordinaire. So there may be a little technical thing that's happening right now, just like my light, I don't know. I moved here, but then I let the sun shine in. In California, the sun's always shining. Then it'll be that'll be super dark. You won't see me at all.
We were up so late. I was gonna go to the studio to do this, but I decided to stay home because there was just so many. And at the last minute, so many people advanced to bronze. I had no idea.
Right.
Well, actually, they advanced to gold. So I can't wait to talk about the bronze, talk about the silver and the gold. And and I don't think anybody's ready for what actually happened.
Absolutely. So what we can do is when we can actually go on, and I can mention the bronze, and then they can see their name in lights here in just a moment. I know that's coming off. So why don't we do that? Because they can at least get to hear. Because I want to be able to call some names. I'm ready to call some names. And I'll tell you, that first name we're going to call is Danielle Dickerson. She did a phenomenal job. Congratulations. Darquel Muhammad. Way to get it done. Emilio Jean Luis. Congratulations. Hernando Springer, way to get it done. Always on the board. Jatasha Harris. Yes. Yes, yes. Leading from the front. Love it. We also have Joe Jackson. Way to go, Joe. Juan Calixto. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Juan, outstanding effort. Way to get it done. Wear that bronze medal proudly. Mark Hagens, congratulations. Absolutely, what a great effort. And then we have, let me see, I'll get this right. And it should be very easy. It's Shan Ann Huey Bojang. So with a name like Andamo, I need to get your name right, Shannon. We're gonna have to have a discussion so I can make sure, because I see that you're always on the list. So I'm gonna be calling your name quite often, so I need to get it right next time. And then we have Stacy Mitchell. Way to go, Stacy! Congratulations, Stewart. I should say Stephanie Stewart. Tremendous effort. Way to get it done, Stephanie. Tarsha Black. That's what I'm talking about. Going out there and making a difference in people's lives. And then the incomparable Teresa Cooper. Teresa, way to get it done. Her name is spelled exactly the same way my mom's name is spelled. So, I always keep my eye on you, Teresa, and you show up and show out every time. So those are our bronze medal winners. And I'm excited for what they've done. It's exciting to see what they're going to do. In fact, why don't you do this, Sonia? Why don't you tell them what they're going to win? With the bronze, that extra little goodies that they get.
Oh, the bronze is definitely going to be amazing. I think at the end of the day, they all participate in the millionaire round table. They totally get to participate in that. Like, that is one of the most exciting things that I think we could have done, was get them at the table with other millionaires, right? And then also get to participate in the corporate insight and accelerator. That's where you really get to work with myself and Martina and a couple of other people behind the scenes to really understand how to make an impact. And, we'll provide all the resources that we possibly can and give you the insights that you need to really make a big splash. And I think that is awesome. You'll also have company-wide recognition. The cool part about that is that you will be featured in just a lot of things that we are rolling out in the future. And I think that in itself is just amazing, because you took that leap of faith to actually make something happen. And for that, we're totally grateful for that. And then you also get to participate in our 6-figure cash flow playbook. Now that is it's really exciting, and I think when you see it, you're going to be pretty impressed.
I know they will. And one of the things I love that you suggested and did, and our great CEO and founder put some folks together as well, is to have those millionaires, because I it was amazing from where I came from and kind of growing up and not being around anybody wealthy or anyone like that. I didn't realize that they think differently than we do. Than I did at the time. And then and what I thought was important, they didn't really think that was that important. But what I didn't think was important, they thought was critically important. So it caused me to change my thinking. And when I started to change my thinking more in line with what they do, and so to be able to have that discussion with them is powerful, because you all of a sudden your mindset changes. And then when your mindset changes, everything else changes as well.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you just a small story about kind of what happened to me and what made me just wanted to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Someone invited me to someone else's house. Now, I'm from Florida, and we don't have basements, right?
Oh, right.
So I've never seen a basement a day in my life. So
like here in California.
Right. So I moved to Georgia, because I heard that you could start a business with absolutely no money, and it was absolutely correct. So I started this business, but somebody invited me over to someone's house. And that was the very first time I actually went in a house that was that big. More importantly, they had this thing called a basement. I was just like, what is this? I was all pristine. I didn't want to act like I didn't know what it was. So I was just like, this is hot. And so the guy came out, and I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? And he sat down and talked to me and just kind of told me his story. And it was Deion Sanders.
Really?
At the time, he had a batting cage in the back. The house was immaculate. He had the whole basement laid out. Like, after talking to him, I just knew I had to figure out a way to make some money. I was so inspired by what he told me that I did not stop. So 5 years later, I lived around the corner from Deion Sanders.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Isn't that cool? So listen, we put together this bronze video and we're going to run it. Are you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Martina, you ready? All right.
That I loved it. I absolutely loved it. No, that was awesome. And I realized when I saw the video, I said, you know, that's right. I did mention Tariq Hayes and Angela Robinson. She killed it. And Charles Waymaker Ivory, who just, in spite of what he's going through, you know, I lost my mother-in-law back in March, and my mom back on September 11th of 1993, so years ago. So I know the challenge that is, and we all are praying for you, Charles. But just to still go out and be able to position yourself to be earn a medal in spite of those kinds of really, really tough circumstances, an emotional time. Wow, that's just impressive, and that all it's going to do is inspire those, and that's why I think Charles Ivory, they call him the Waymaker, because he's always inspiring people to make a way, and that's what he's done. So congratulations to all the bronze. I love seeing their name in lights above the cloud.
We'll be able to repost that as well. So definitely stay tuned to that. But one of the things I wanted to talk about before we actually get to silver is, I think it's important that people share their experience with, just overall from an industry standpoint, but also how they have achieved some level of success within this opportunity. And as a part of this whole cash flow experience, as we move along, we cannot wait to start hearing more of your stories and just to be inspired by what do you do to get to the next level. And I am just so excited to actually introduce this next story. I think you'll definitely appreciate it. I want to roll with Christy Howard.
So I'll tell you a little bit about my story, right? I didn't believe in network marketing at first myself. It took somebody seeing something in me that I didn't see in myself. I wasn't a people person. I didn't, have a huge circle. And the thought of having to go out and present and talk to people, it scared me, right? So what I realized was that network marketing has produced more millionaires and billionaires than any industry, whether it's NBA, whether it's NFL, whether it's Hollywood. Millionaires are created in this industry. So for me, it just made sense to position myself in the industry where I could one day become a millionaire. Well, the one that I'm in now, we teach strategies. And what I learned is that strategies trump sales. Strategies trump sales. What that means is I have to convince you, if I have a product-based company, and I'm not knocking anybody that's in a product-based company, because my hat's off to anybody that's in network marketing. But the difference is if I have a product-based company or a product, I have to try to convince you or make you believe that this particular product is better than the next one. When it comes to finances and being the first company that does complete financial makeovers, I don't have to do any convincing at all, because guess what? Your checking account is proof that you need these complete financial strategies. So for me, my credit score when I started was a 624. I'm now at an 809. Okay. I also have eliminated all debt all debt. I'm completely debt free. Okay. On top of that, I shredded my bills. I mean, think about that. My Verizon bill, my ADT bills, even bills that I'd even think could be shredded or destroyed, our bill negotiators were able to get those bills down. My Sirius XM bill, which was like $17, is now $7.99. Here's the key. Some people may be like, oh, Christy, that's no big deal. That may not be a big deal for 1 month, but when you collapse all of the money that our bill negotiators are able to save you, and you multiply that times every single month, times the years that you're in that house or the years that they're saving you money, it adds up. And that money right there could be additional cash flow that could be coming back into your household. A day in the life of Christy. Well, I wake up, I say my prayers because I'm thankful for waking up to see another day. And I get on my laptop and I start working this business, whether that's going to our EDM community to give any updates, whether that's going on live on Facebook to let people know about these strategies, about this financial edge makeover, even to let people know just how life-changing this opportunity has been for me. I get with my team, we make calls, we may get on Zooms, I may do a training call. Every day is different. And that's the beautiful thing about this business. It doesn't have the redundancy or the repetitiveness of a job where I know exactly what time I got to be there, what time I got to get off. It doesn't have that. It allows me the freedom and flexibility to plan my own schedule and do what I want to do all day.
I absolutely love that, Sonia. Oh my goodness. Christy did an outstanding job. And you know what? I was sitting there as we were coming off finishing that. I said, wow, we are literally creating a platform for people's voices to be heard, for their stories to be told. And I can't wait to hear more. That is exciting.
Absolutely. I tell you what we could do now is let's just go to announce the silver, because we got so much to talk about today.
Right.
I'm just dying to get to silver, and I think everybody's going to be pretty excited with what we got coming up.
Okay, well then here's what I'm going to do with the silver. I want you to understand. I'm so excited. To get to silver, you had to really put forth some effort, and we have some silver medalists. We have Ava Williams. Congratulations! Way to get it done, Ava. We have Kwana Sims. Outstanding. Again, when you're a leader and you still can make things happen, even though you're being pulled in so many different directions, that just shows the strength of what you do. We also have Sanshere Sampson. Congratulations. And he just got started and then literally went out and made it happen and got to silver within this month. I mean, it's amazing. He hasn't even been in the business an entire month yet. And then Talisha Black. Outstanding effort, Talisha. Congratulations. These are our silver medalists. We are so proud of them and for the effort that they put in, going out, growing, and literally sharing this great news, the MWR financial good news that we have to share. So congratulations to all our silver medalists. And now I can't wait to see what you have for us, Sonia.
Absolutely. All righty, Martina, let's do it.
I love it. I love it. I love seeing their name in lights and above the clouds. I love it.
So Don, what we're going to do now is I want to hear from one of mine. I got so many favorite people in here, and everybody's just doing an amazing job. it's just, I mean, everything is just taking off. I am so glad just to be here, just to see what is actually happening. So the interesting part is I've always been behind the scenes. So I never really get to be on screen or any of those things. I'm always running behind the screens and just making sure that everything is together. To see it on this side of the tracks is just amazing. And so as people progress through all the things that we got going on here, especially with the cash flow experience, because again, we're going to be doing these quarterly. So there is massive opportunity for people to hit those particular levels and get some of the things behind them, such as your own personal interview and your documentary and things like that. And this next person is just an incredible person. And Martina, I want to skip over something and come back to that. And I want to actually talk about Brian and Bean. And being able to interview Brian on this side is just was a real treat for us. And I think everybody will be able to see just a different side of Brian and really enjoy what he has been able to do. So, Martina, if we are ready, can we actually go to line 15? So Martina is behind the scenes like, really, Sonia?
She handles it though.
The difference between me and most people, I have big vision and I have small focus. And most people have big focus and they got small vision. You see, if you can't expand and contract and know when to expand and contract. See, these days, everybody has big focus, which means they're focused on a whole bunch of different things. They want to learn how to trade crypto on the side. They dibble and dabble in the stock market. They got their hand in real estate. They do network marketing part-time. They got a full-time job and they sell t-shirts on the weekends. See, to them, that's multiple streams of income. I call it multiple puddles. See, that's big focus. They're focused on a whole bunch of different things, but they got small vision because they don't believe in any one of those things. I have big vision because I know where I want to go and I know how many people I want to help. But my focus is small. It's on helping people obtain financial freedom. That's the difference with me and most people. Most people have the opposite. And as long as you have big focus and small vision, you'll never make it. You'll find yourself doing 15 things a year. But if you got big vision and small focus and you flip it, you usually get what the universe wants you to have. Well, I always tell people, the first thing you need to do is make some money to buy you some time. And then you take that time to make some more money. So that's where I am now. Now I'm taking the time that I've created for myself to make some more money. I just purchased 20 acres of land. It's an amazing, amazing project I'm working on right now. It's called Bean Acres. My neighbor behind me is Ludacris. To the right is Cam Newton. My neighbor across the street is a Hollywood actor. It's pretty amazing. I'm right there in the middle. I'm what's called surrounded by success. So my goal now is to build a treehouse, build some modular homes, and have an opportunity to have corporate executives or individuals who just want to get away and take a retreat and maybe even bring their employees or their family members out and do all kinds of different activities and take the time that I have now to create more residual income, because the residual income I created from making wealth real is what gave me the time. See, once you become successful, you start looking at things totally, totally different. You start looking for different assets. You start looking for different opportunities, different relationships to further those causes. So I used to work at what's called today Bank of America. Back then it was called Nations Bank. So how do you balance the job while you're trying to build a business? I was always honestly taught you got to burn both ends of the candle until one goes out. And here's the truth of the matter. Your work ethic is what you do in your spare time. So I literally worked 2 hours away from where I lived. I grew up in College Park, Georgia. I worked way out in traffic. This was in 1996 or 1997 after graduating from Morehouse. I was in traffic 2 hours going in the morning. I saw red lights in front of me. And in the evening, I saw red lights in front of me because it was dark 30 when I got up and it was dark 30 when I got home. But what people miss is in the morning, I was listening at the time to personal growth and self-development in my car. So I turned my car into what I call drive time university. And in the evenings when I was going home, I was making phone calls so I could get off my job. People miss this. Everybody feels like they don't have enough time in a day. We all have the same 24 hours. Your work ethic is what you do in your spare time. On my lunch break, I was making calls. On the way home, I was making calls. In the morning, I was listening to trainings. So I had at least 2.5, 3 hours of training in the car and phone calls where most people claim they can't even get that for 30 minutes. It's not true. It's just that you're not maximizing what you do in your spare time. So between the job, before work, after work, and lunch, I built my business to a point where I was making more in a week and they were paying me all month. And that was 24 years ago. I fired my boss and left corporate America because my work ethic is what I did in my spare time when I wasn't working. Whereas most people in their spare time, they're watching somebody else work. See, every time you turn on the TV, you don't realize it, you're watching somebody else work. That actor or actress is working and getting paid. You enjoy their job. Whenever you go to a sporting event, you're watching those athletes work. If you go to a concert, you're watching Beyonce, you're watching Jay-Z. I don't care if you're watching Willie Nelson, they're at work. What happens is we, in our spare time, enjoy watching other people make money. So I had to figure out in my spare time how I could enjoy making myself some money.
So I'll tell you a little bit about my story, right? I didn't believe in network marketing.
I feel you. So listen, this is really exciting. We absolutely love interviewing Brian Bean. Now, here's the great part about that. As you progress through the cash flow experience and hit various levels, you'll also have an opportunity to be engaged, be interviewed, possibly have a documentary. What we're going to be telling you later on is definitely going to blow you away because, again, you know, I thought I would have a few goals, but I never imagined what actually happened. And so we'll get to that shortly. So much, and I got so many windows. So, Dom, what does it really mean to use all the services here at MWR?
You know what it does is it means really to put yourself in a position to win the money game and stop being played by the money game. So it allows you to create the cash flow that you need, that we all need. And all that cash flow is just getting the money back that was been shifted away from you, helping you overcome the objectives that are out there and fighting against your ability to have that financial freedom that so many people seek and we're all trying to help people do. So when you have the experts allow you to plug into the services, then what you essentially are doing is you're doing what the wealthy, the rich, you're doing what celebrities do, you're doing what the wealthy do. They all have a team of experts. They don't make decisions and talk to nobody just by themselves. They actually get with the experts and they say, you know, I want to do this. I'm looking to try to accomplish this. And the experts tell them, well, here's your tax liability. Here's how you can do this. Here's how it'll affect your credit. Here's what it'll do this. It'll do that. And so then they go and they're very clear on what's going to happen so then they can move forward with that decision. Unfortunately, working class and middle class people have been really, and it's not really taught. It's just because we didn't even know there was a money game being played, we just go talk to our friend who's doing a little bit better, or our family member that we think is doing a little bit better, and hope that they could tell us what to do. But we really don't know. I can't even tell you. Even here, I hear as a president, I've had people say, "Andamo, what do you think I should do with this, or what do you think I should do with that?" And I love being able to say, you know what, you should ask the expert. We have an Ask the Expert button that you can go to and ask those experts, and they'll give you, because what happens is I'm not the expert. See, they'll give you specific advice for your situation. Because Sonia, you and I could want the same thing. We could really want to kind of accomplish, and our goals seem like they're pretty aligned, but my financial situation may be slightly different than yours. So if you gave me advice and I took it, and I thought I was going to end up where you are, then all of a sudden I don't. And it's not because you didn't tell me everything to do. And it's not even because I didn't do what you told me. It's because you didn't know about a couple little things that and I may not even understood it. And now I'm in a complete different place. The experts prevent all those kinds of things. They make sure that your situation, what you are, all financial situations are like fingerprints, they're all different, that your situation is going to move forward for you. And so that's what people do, is they get the cash flow, they get their ability to start seeing how they can put their money away, they can make money here, and then have that money grow for them, and have experts there every step of the way, so they never have to do something on faith or like, I hope this is going to work. They'll know very clearly what's going to happen. And we've seen this happen over and over and over in the complete financial makeover, that we have thousands of testimonials that this works.
Well, you know, one of the things I know for me, especially running a business, and I'm just going to be transparent with you guys. You know, when you have some talent, you have some clients, and you are in business for yourself, there's a lot of things you don't really necessarily pay attention to. And I have a GED, and I have never seen the 11th or the 12th grade. And the closest I got to college, it was down the street. Now, for me, and the crazy part, I also speak at a lot of colleges and things. So one of the first things I say is, how many people in here got 1 degree, or how many people in here got 2 degrees, or matter of fact, how many people in here have a high school diploma, right? Clearly at college, everybody got a high school diploma, and some of them have multiple degrees and things and doing continuing education. The crazy part is I had none of that, right? And what I had to do is actually learn from people. So, but one of the things that I was totally lacking, because I thought I know it all, I thought I knew it all, and I didn't, was money. I didn't really understand money, because when you are doing shows and doing large projects, because I didn't have the mentorship or the expertise, or be able to pick up the phone and call somebody, I just thought, I paid my bills with my own money. So what I did was I made money, paid my things off, but I wasn't necessarily in the hundreds or the thousands. I was kind of in the millions. So the problem was with that is I still didn't know how to actually manage it. One day I got so frustrated, I had to walked into my bank, and I sat down. And this is after being 10 years in business. I need to understand money. And she looked at my account and she says, honey, why are you using your own money? I'm like, what do you mean? Is there somebody else's money I could use? And she said, yes, you could use the bank money. Right then and there, I knew my life had to change. So for me, if I had experts that I could call to figure out this money game, I would have done it a long time ago, because I pay cash for everything. So if I needed to send somebody $100,000, I'm going to send you $100,000. But the crazy part, I could have did it a totally different way. I had no idea. And so I learned to, if I'm the smartest person in the room, I have to go find me a different room.
Right.
Learn from somebody, because I am always a student of learning something. I'll never not be a student. And so I had to humble myself, sit in that bank, and have this lady to talk to me about money. She cleared her schedule. Now, mind you, she is the president of this bank. And all day, 4.5 hours actually, and talk to me about money. It blew me away just to understand how it actually worked. And here I am, 10 years in business, making millions of dollars, and knew nothing about this. With this, that is really one of the reasons why I felt like this is kind of where it's at. If I could teach, and I was working from home, and so if I could teach business owners, to talk to the experts, understand money, leverage it. I mean, this would be the ideal situation that I would show them. And I'm telling you, shoot, I stayed broke for a while, went broke, got rich, went broke. I mean, I did this whole yo-yo thing because I really did not understand money. This opportunity to come over here was so inspiring to me, because I had to remember kind of where I came from and how I kind of grew up, and understanding how money works. And you will be amazed how you don't necessarily have to use your own money, or I got money back. I'm gonna tell you, when I really got with the experts, I owed taxes. Let's just be real, because you don't know what you don't know, right?
Right. Oh, absolutely.
When they did my taxes, I got a check back. That's cash back, right?
Mhm.
I was like, wait a minute, what happened to my debt? They was like, oh, somebody did your taxes wrong. Okay, because you're really thinking the person you go to is that expert.
Right.
Right? You're really thinking that, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes my cousin was doing my taxes, right?
We all been there.
Oh, right. Although I had the money to go out and get it, I wasn't that educated on doing that. I knew how to put on a show. I knew how to build a platform. I knew about technology. I knew nothing about money, taxes, or even how to get all this cash back. So with this program, what blew me away is that it shows you how to do all of that for less than $4 a day. I'm like, you know what? I'm in. So I just kind of wanted to share that story because I think it's important that if you're, at home with a home-based business, right? This company allows you to, you don't even have to go through the learning curve. That's the interesting part because I had to take time out of my schedule to learn it, right?
Right.
This company, you don't have to do that. You can keep your time. You can learn about taxes. You can even call them and ask them any questions that you want to ask them if that's what you want to do. But to have an expert on the other end of the line and I ain't got to pay anymore because I thought that if I went to this tax person, they were going to charge me thousands and thousands of dollars, right? I didn't have it to spend on there, but I should have, right? So this is why this is really near and dear to me because as a business owner that made money, lost money, made money, and didn't actually understand how to grow the money, this opportunity for me is indescribable. So what we're going to get to is have someone to tell you about their story and how they used all of the services to benefit their life. Let's
Absolutely.
go.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Derek Ray from Augusta, GA. I experienced the full MWR financial makeover. The first thing I did was lower my taxes by contacting the experts and basically giving them my last 2 pay stubs. And they also asked for my tax returns, up to 3 years. And so I gave them all their paperwork. I uploaded into the system. And then once I uploaded into the system, I just waited a couple of days and they emailed me back a new W-4, which is a correction to the current W-4 that I had turned in my previous job. And I was currently at the time taking home $2,500 every 2 weeks. And so with the new adjustment of the W-4, my pay went up to $3,000 again every 2 weeks, which I was actually taking home, which basically I increased my pay $500 every 2 weeks, which is $1,000 a month. And so with that money now, I have more money coming back into my household, which my income increased, which my cash flow started to flow. And now with the other strategy of the MWR, I also took advantage of the bill negotiation strategy. Now with the bill negotiation strategies, what the experts did, they negotiated my bills. I turned in my ADT bill and also I turned in my lawn care bill. And so with those 2 bills, that actually with ADT, they saved me over $400 and something for the year. Now, with my lawn care, which was a seasonal thing, I was currently usually paying $155 every 2 months, for that service, but it went down to like $75 every 2 months for that service. Now, going into the other strategy, which was the debt elimination. Now, with the debt elimination strategy, all I did was load up all my debt to the MWR system and basically just let the experts spit out me a new plan on how to pay down my debt and how to attack it. Now, once I put everything in, I got a new debt-free date as soon as I loaded up everything, which is now 2034. And at the same time, I got a millionaire date, which is 2044. Now, with the credit restoration, I turned in my credit reports with the experts. Now, it was from all 3 credit bureaus. Now, once I turned it in, I didn't need to keep bugging them. I didn't need to keep talking to them. They basically took everything and did it all for me. And so over a period of time, I did start off with a decent credit score of 740. But over a period of time, after I turned in my credit reports to the experts, my credit started decreasing over time. It went from 740 to 780 to 790. And then also I waited about maybe 4 or 5 months later and just kept basically doing my business. And then it went up to 810. And then at the 9-month period after I started back in January, my credit score topped off at 834 is where it is now. And with that new credit score, I got to contact my mortgage company to help reduce my interest rate from it was at 3.3 down to a 2.8% interest rate. And so I just kept on going with the taking advice from all the experts. And at the same time, all the money that I was bringing into the household and some of the money I was saving by lowering my debt, I got to take advantage of the wealth strategy, which was opening up a new private reserve account. Now, after I did a 45 minutes to an hour consultation with the experts, they figured out that I did have enough money at the time to earn to open up a private reserve account. So, which I did. So now with my private reserve account, I'm paying an average of $300 a month, which is basically building up for me to be my own bank for the future. All the money that I've been saving, I've been reducing my taxes. I've been gaining more of my cash flow. I got to actually take advantage of opening up an LLC to be a contributor into the real estate business that MWR have. So with that, I got to take advantage of the whole experience. And while that was going on, I was still working my business with MWR. And sometimes as time went by, I even forgot to even check back with some of the experts because I was letting them do it. I forgot to even check back with them to see how they was doing my credit. I didn't have to check back with them to see how they was doing my bill shredder negotiations. I didn't have to keep checking back with them. I just basically had faith in the system and let them do all the work. Since taking advantage of the financial strategies of MWR, I got to still spend more time at home. I got to spend more time with my family. I got to enjoy doing the things that I always wanted to do. And also, my family got to take advantage of the benefits of MWR. They also joined. Now they can see the advantages, what it takes of lowering your taxes, increasing your credit score, and bringing in more income. Now they can also to enjoy financial freedom.
All right.
All right.
I absolutely loved his testimonials. And again, guys, it is so important that you utilize all the services that MWR has to offer. I just think that it's a missed opportunity if you come into this business, not only to make money, but ensure that your credit score is rising, ensure that you're able to use our tax experts. Because I'm telling you, a lot of times when people got that PPP money, their taxes wasn't together. As a home-based business, I want you to understand this. As a home-based business, having your taxes together, you could get money when things like the PPP hits, or people don't even realize that having your taxes together, you could get SBA loans, even as a home-based business. There's so many things that you could do, but by leveraging what this company has to offer, it's amazing. And again, if you were anything like me, I didn't know it all. But if I knew what I knew now back then, I'm gonna tell you, I might not be here. However, I would definitely be somewhere big, because the information that these experts share with you, share with me, is second to none. And I just wish I knew as a business growing, so I am so excited that, everybody is here, but more importantly, utilize the services. It doesn't cost you much more, less than $4 a month, and a day. And I think that you'll get a lot further. And so I'm excited about that. And my credit score raised too.
Oh yeah. No, that all works. I'll tell you, it's one of the things.
With 800 credit score, they're looking at you like, Mrs. Williams. I'm like, okay. You go to a different room with an 800 credit score.
Oh, absolutely. I've been in that kind of room before, but I also been in the room where I couldn't even finance hubcaps. They were like going, nah, it's not going to happen.
So let's get to our goal.
Yes.
Right? So, Martina, are we ready to roll gold?
That was outstanding. See the names in lights; those are incredible to be there. I have to say one thing that I did earlier. Sonia had I was on the wrong platform for us to pull some information. So I do have to mention this. Mr. Clovell Oliphant. We have him in silver, but he actually achieved gold. So we were able to verify that just before the experience started. We didn't have time to change that because Brian House and I verified that. But I want to just tell Clovell Oliphant, way to go get it done, sir. Congratulations. You are also a gold medal winner, and you'll reap all the benefits of being a gold medal winner. And I'm telling you, with the Olympics right here, winning that gold, woo, that looks good. I know they all look good in gold, and I think we have some people that can kind of tell us what they did and why they decided to take advantage of this challenge and step to the challenge and meet it.
All right. So listen, guys, if you have gone gold, we might be texting you right now so that you can join our broadcast. So make sure you're not missing your text messages, because we want to give you your shine. We want to talk to you. We want to see how you're feeling. We want to celebrate you. So make sure you're watching your text so that if we're talking to you, we're looking for you to come on and join us. So in the meantime, who do we have? What gold do we have right now? Is that Gerald and Marvin? Are you guys there? Look at Gerald. Hi, Gerald.
How are you, Sonia? Great. Thank you so much for having me on the platform.
Now, Marvin, I didn't text you at 3 a.m. because that's about the time I got the year went gold at 3 a.m. And I look, I'm going to give you your props. It was 3 a.m. I wanted to get you in here. I am so glad. This is so amazing. How do you feel? Uh-oh, Marvin, you think you're mute?
Okay, you should be good.
Better? Can you hear me?
There you go.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm excited, Sonya. I appreciate that. When you have leaders like Brian Bean and Christy Howard who set the pace, you got to keep running or they're going to leave you. They don't take any prisoners. They let us know what we need to do, how we need to do it. But more importantly, I think Brian House and Adamo tell us why we need to do it. This company can really help a lot of people. Gerald always says that. I love to hear Gerald talk because he puts into the right perspective what it is that we're doing. And, we talk about network marketing and people want to be involved in the industry. You want to make extra money. You want to have time freedom, but it's nothing like a product, or in this case, a service you can believe in. And so like Gerald says, a lot of times when you know that the service is going to work, who won't you talk to? Like Brian House said earlier today, to be honest with you, the more you're talking right now to people, you're talking about the value of what it is that we offer, the more you hear yourself saying, this should be $500. This should be $1,000. So really the 129 isn't the cash flow credit. That's not what does it. We ought to every day, if you're in this company and you know the things that you all are talking about, people who make a lot of money, who have financial problems, people who don't have a lot of money, who have financial problems. Why wouldn't you talk to everybody about it and how this company can guarantee them success?
Well, all right. Gerald, when I saw your name, I was like, of course. Right? I was just like, matter of fact, I think yours was one of the first names I saw. And I was just like, okay, I knew he was going to do it. I was so excited for you. We've had some phenomenal growth. I mean, just this month alone. And it's just really good to see people just doing it and doing it because they're actually changing lives. I'm telling you, when people get on this system, I've talked to a lot of them. They really have a different mindset. They now feel like they can honestly achieve their financial goals and get rid of some of the challenges. It only takes a little bit of effort, right? So tell us how you're feeling today.
Sonia, listen, thank you again for allowing me to be on the platform. Marvin, congratulations as a medalist. I'm telling you, I've had some good times with MWR Financial, but this was special. This was special. The movement we saw, the engagement from everyone, with the credit that was being offered, we had a chance now to go tell this story to even more people. I've seen more growth in the past month than I have in the past year. with my business. But more importantly, the people that were engaged, that got involved, that grew their businesses also. Congratulations to the team that helped me get to this level to achieve goal, because without them, it would have never happened. But I was fortunate enough to find some people that saw what I saw and understood what this opportunity meant, and the fact that we had the power to change lives in an amazing way. I mean, to touch people. And listen, lives will never be the same again. All those new people that joined this organization, you know, at the beginning of this promotion to current day, their lives will change forever. I sit here with you today as a free man, you know, and I mean, this would have never happened without this opportunity. Prior to this, I was working a job, you know what I'm saying? And within a 2-year period, began to generate enough income from this opportunity to walk away from that job, to give that man back what he gave me, to be able to dictate my own life, wake up when I'm done sleeping. I mean, total control. And that's what this opportunity is about for so many people. And I don't want anybody to miss that. This is the freedom train right here. I mean, we know what the issues are, but MWR Financial is bringing to the table the solution to the problem that 98% of the people in this country are facing, Sandra. So we can fix this. We don't have to continue to live paycheck to paycheck or just getting by, working just to pay bills and dying broke and leaving bills and not leaving wheels. It doesn't make sense. There's a way out of this. All these guys have done, I say it all the time, they've opened the playbook that wealthy people use, and they're giving me and you access. Average everyday people now can play the game on the same level. They've even the playing field. And they talk about secrets of the wealthy. If they are secret, then you told the wrong person, because I can't hold water. I'm going to tell everybody about this. They have to know. But listen, congratulations and thank you to the Olympic Committee. Thank you to the leadership with MWR Financial, and Donald Tosin, you, Sonia, Brian House, all the leadership that are in place. I mean, I thank God for it. Without him, none of this would be possible. But I'm telling you, I know we've got some issues in this country, but we are still the greatest country that exists in the world. When a man or woman can be given an opportunity like this to turn their lives around and set themselves on a whole new level. USA, USA, USA.
All right, listen. You got Gerald Parker there. Amazing. Marvin Green. Guys, just congratulations. And thank you so much for joining us. All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy your success. All right. So listen. All right, Dom, let's see what another goal. Hey, you got Toby. Okay. Andrea.
That's Kanisha.
That's Kanisha?
That's Kanisha.
Listen, I'm done. I'm sorry.
I know. You see, I'm already there.
I'm going to stop being cute. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Dom, take it away.
Well, wow. It's so exciting to see both of these individuals. It is really just fun to see them. I got a chance to spend some time with Kanisha in California when they came out for a visit. I was like a little bit of a tour guide, but we got to kind of talk. We stretched some vision.